welcome to another edition of the morning show right here on Main Street TV. We appreciate you tuning in with us this morning. I see our good friend Rick up there. So, hi, Rick. Hope you're feeling a lot better. Rick was a little under the weather a week or so ago. All right. Of course, Jennifer here to start off the show with the morning news update and our good friend Pete Wilson, brought to you by Nia Henry, agent for Appalachia Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell, give Nia a call, 740-418-4135, and she'll be out working for you, and she'll help you out with all your real estate needs. All right, so what the heck's going on today, Pete Wilson?
Okay, well, we've got kind of a grab bag of news, A to Z, a lot of different things percolating, and the nature of the news evolving almost as we speak. So here is the current lineup that we're going to hit with.
Okay.
Big news out of Columbus late yesterday afternoon into the early evening. I'm just throwing a lasso around this now, but we're going to lead off with that. The Secretary of State, Frank LaRose, put out a news release saying that 5 board members, elections board members, county elections board members across the state were rejected for appointments to their respective boards. This is big news locally because 2 of those board members were from Vinton County.
Really?
Yes. And historically, from my experience in covering the news over the years, the Democratic and Republican Party committees appoint people to be the boards of elections members in the 88 counties. It's bipartisan. There are 2 Democratic appointed members, 2 Republican appointed members, and the executive committees of these parties appoint persons to serve on the elections boards in their counties. These are technically recommendations, but the Secretary of State has final approval, and normally they're accepted. Well, in this case, 5 out of the 176 were not accepted, and it prompted a news release from Frank LaRose, as I said, late yesterday afternoon, detailing the results of why these 5 board members were rejected. 2 from Vinton County, 1 from Hocking County, 1 from Lorain County, 1 from Summit County. I don't know why the folks from Summit, Lorain, and Hocking were rejected, but of course I looked into the situation with Vinton. Mm-hmm. What happened, and these 2 board members that are affected are actually sitting board members, or at least they were. They weren't new appointees or anything. They were Republican Nell Griffith, who at one time was the elections director in Vinton County and now a board member, or was a board member, and the Democrat Letha Toops. They are 2 of the 4 board members. Both of them had been appointed or recommended through appointment by their respective political parties for terms beginning March the 1st. Yesterday, of course, was March the 3rd, and that is when LaRose announced the news that neither of those 2 ladies would be accepted for reappointment to the board. And the reasons why, we'll get into that right now. The elections board, the entire elections office board was placed on administrative oversight on February 14th by the Secretary of State. And since that time, Secretary LaRose in this news release says that the issues that led to the administrative oversight in Vinton County have not been adequately addressed. As a result, he is displeased with the board and the direction of the board and the performance of the board in the past, and these 2 board members who came up for reappointment are not going to be allowed to continue to serve. Therefore, the Democratic Executive Committee and the Republican Executive Committee in Vinton County will have to convene again, and they have till March 12th to pick a new appointee or suggested appointee. And then that person is subject to Secretary of State's LaRose review as well. If they do not come up with someone by March 12th, either or both parties, then he will make the appointment himself. But here's what he said about the administrative oversight problems in Vinton County. Those issues persist and include, and this is only some of them, failure to submit timely reports, failing to adequately proof ballots in the November 2019 general election and the March 2020 primary election. There were errors in ballot language which resulted with the certification of tax levies, significant delays in posting required election notices and reporting ballot requests and transmission to the Secretary of State's office. Other issues that involved both Griffith and Toos in their role of board members included resistance to delegate responsibilities, including staff training, daily tasks, and basic administrative duties. LaRose also concluded that the lack of cross-training and engagement with continuing education opportunities continues to be a prevalent issue. Other issues: failure to check official government emails for pertinent information and responding to that information in a timely fashion. Also, reports and responses to surveys continue to be late, even though the Secretary of State's office has reminded the board each week of what is due and when it is due. Additionally, despite reminders, the Elections Board, according to LaRose, has failed to update portions of its website so the public could have access to necessary information. LaRose stated that transparency and accessibility to voters must be a top priority for board members, and that the Secretary of State's office seriously regards the issues of cybersecurity in this day and time. He noted that the Vinton County Board of Elections has not complied with all the security directives after help and guidance from his office. He concluded that both Toups and Griffiths clearly have not made cybersecurity a priority as board members. He also said that Griffiths and Toups have demonstrated a lack of civility with the Vinton County Commissioners during public meetings, and added it is crucial that the board have a good working relationship with the county commissioners. So all these things were cited in the letters. The letters were separate to Griffiths and Toups. The letters were also sent to the committee chairs in Vinton County and in Vinton County, the Democratic and Republican committee chairs, and they were very similar. It was like there wasn't any difference between Toups and Griffith as far as what the concerns were. But that was quite a bit there, and so now the ball is in the court of the executive committee chairs of both parties to pick a new person. And I know both of these women have been on the elections board for some time, especially Griffith. I've talked to her before because, like I say, she was the director. So that's certainly big news in Vinton County.
Couple of questions, Pete. Do you know if they have anyone interested in that in the job, and B, do you remember this ever happening before?
I can never ever remember it happening. Of course, for the most part, I've covered Jackson County all these years.
Mm-hmm.
I can never ever remember it happening. As a matter of fact, I was told by the elections board members, well, the Secretary of State has to approve it, but he or she always does. They want to let the parties kind of have their way,
sure.
You know. But in his release, he said that he considers it a very important responsibility of his to make sure that the people suggested, appointed, or recommended for appointment are doing the job and can do the job. And, you know, they can look at somebody's background before they become a board member, and they can look at their performance once they have been a board member. So that was the big news out of Vinton County, and that's a hot one. That just came out last night. And as far as anybody interested, I would expect there would be some people line up when they have heard about these reported problems. You know, they may want to get in there and remedy the situation in Vinton County, all these things cited by the Secretary of State. It's a paid position. It's not an employment position, but it's a paid position by the board. Very important position, as you might guess. So I would think that there would be.
Elections are pretty important.
I would think there'd be some interest. However, I know on the Republican side that Nell Griffith was their appointee. There wasn't anyone else who stood up and held up their hand and said, I wanted to be it. They knew they wanted Nell, and they appointed her. I don't know about Letha Toups, but my guess it might have been the same thing there. They have served for a while.
All right.
But they have a week and have not got any release or notice from the committees yet. We do get some of those notifications, but they are very likely to hold a meeting within the next week, and people can come forward and say that they want to be appointed.
All right.
So if that happens, they have those meetings and they want the public to know, and I hope they do. We'll certainly let you know about that as well.
You'll hear it here.
Exactly. Okay, down at Oak Hill, a big project for the schools is being considered, and this is at Davis Stadium, which is, you know, one of the gyms there for the Oak Hill School District. The Davis Stadium complex is back of the high school, middle school campus, and back in about 15 years ago, the stadium was built. Not too much after the high school was built. It includes a turf football field and this nice track. Well, there's some age now with the track and the turf. They don't last forever.
They don't.
And so now they are facing the prospect of replacing it. Very expensive. And so They have talked about this at board members. They have committees working on it. They are formulating plans. They knew that it was time to replace the turf, and they've gotten some prices on doing that and timetables. They've not hired anybody yet as of at least the February board meeting, which was a couple weeks ago. But they're working on that. But since that time, but prior to that time, and not too long ago, they found out that there were some problems with the track. They're going to have to do some remediation, not a replacement, but some remediation with the track to fix it back up. There's some problems with the base that they found. They do not know how much this is going to cost, but they might want to do all this together, as the track is a perimeter around the football field there. So that is a big project right now taking place in Oak Hill. And one of the things they're talking about is, if they're going to do turf replacement, and they definitely want to do it probably before next football season and band season and all like that, they're talking about, should they put soccer lines on the field? This is a decision that has to be made when you do a turf project or a turf replacement project. There is no soccer program in Oak Hill. However, there is at all the Southern Ohio Conference schools that they play. So if you might have soccer in the next 10 years, you need to put the lines on now.
That's right.
So
that's another think ahead.
That's another decision that will be made. It'll cost a little bit more, but that doesn't mean you have to have soccer just because you have soccer lines. But that's another element to this whole project that they're talking about in Oak Hill.
You guys want to know how old that track and field is?
How old?
When I was a senior in high school, Pete Wilson took my picture at the first track meet, cutting the ribbon to the.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow. Track. Okay. Well, okay. All right.
And how many years ago was that?
It would have been 2006.
Okay. Right. It was built not too long after the high school was built there, just north of Oak Hill there on State Route 93.
Yep.
So, okay, as far as COVID-19, we always want to update you on that. Not a whole lot of new news to report, but Vinton County, let's give them an applause, another 0 for them. No new cases in Vinton County in their latest report that came out yesterday, and there is the infographic put up by our man James. 686 confirmed cases, but that's what they had the day before and the day before that. I believe now they've only had 1 case in the last 5 days, maybe 6. So they are doing really well. They're down to 3 active cases now, if you can see the small type there in the maroon. 15 deaths. There's not been a new death for a couple of weeks, and only 3 persons are hospitalized. No new report from the Jackson County Health Department on COVID-19. We may get one later today. One story that we want to update on the COVID-19 front. Remember, we reported earlier in the week that the city of Wellston, in conjunction with the Fair Board, was going to do COVID pop-up testing in conjunction with the health department, of course. The Jackson County Health Department, I think, will oversee this, but it's going to be at the fairgrounds. They have announced a new time period for that. It was already set for next Saturday, but now instead of 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., it is 10 a.m. till 2 p.m. A little bit of a mix-up on the time, so if you had heard about it earlier and maybe planning to go on the late side, you'll have to revise your plans. It's 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. this Saturday, March 6th at the Jackson County Fairgrounds. COVID pop-up testing, that means that you can just go and show up. You don't need an appointment, and it's free. You don't need a doctor's referral. So, if you have an issue, or you think you might have an issue, or you just want to know if you got the sniffles or whatever, that it's not COVID, or you maybe were exposed to somebody, this is an ideal opportunity to go with no cost at all. And I know that the city of Wellston helped make that happen. All right, so what else? Another good story out of the city of Wellston. Kelly Lambert Park is on West Broadway Street.
Mm-hmm.
This is an artist's conception of what Kelly Lambert Park could look like if the city of Wellston is successful in getting a grant to make some improvements there. Now, the reason that they're talking about this now is that they want the public involved. They feel that they would have a better chance at getting this grant if they have letters of support from the public. So that's why I'm talking about it now. That's why we're publicizing. That's why the city of Wellston has it out on its Facebook page. The elements of the new park, or improved park, because it's been there for quite some time, would be new equipment, new fencing, a picnic area, and new surfacing around the playground equipment. And all that costs a little bit more money than you might think. It used to be called the West Broadway Street Park, and in After 2003, when Kelly Lambert, the Wellston police officer, was killed in the line of duty, they renamed that in her honor. So that's how that name got there, if you didn't know. So if you want to write a letter of support to help maybe the city of Wellston get this grant, you can write a short support letter, drop it off at the Wellston mayor's office or in the payment drop box outside of the city building. You can send an email to the Wellston City Building to the attention of Mindy Eisnagel, who is the secretary for both the mayor and the service director. And if you have any questions, just call the mayor's office and they'll help direct you, because they really would like to have public input. That number at the mayor's office is 740-384-2720. And we hope in our Saturday's paper and also on our website, we'll have a photo of what the park could look like if they are able to get this grant. Maybe that will get some people excited. Okay, well, what else do we have? The sheriff is warning us of another scam.
Uh-oh.
And this happened at least once in Jackson County because a Wellston resident reported it. This one involved a postcard that came in the mail, allegedly from the state of Texas criminal court. It told this resident that they're wanted on warrants, and if they don't send money to take care of it, they will be immediately arrested at their place of business. It was a yellow postcard, and it was entitled Warrant Roundup in big red type. It looked like, a big emergency alert notice. It warned that the local resident was subject to arrest in one or more jurisdictions. They'll find you. The Texas criminal court will find you wherever you are, and if you didn't pay up, you're going to go to jail. Sheriff Frazier was worried that other residents may also get this yellow postcard in the mail. He says this is definitely a scam. Tell him about it if you receive that postcard, and certainly do not ever send any money on something like that. All right.
We didn't get a postcard, but we did get a
That's
message on the
weird.
answering machine the other day. It was like a robot voice claiming to be the sheriff, saying there was a warrant for our arrest, and
No
the sheriff
way.
was coming to get us the next day.
Right.
That's
when you
insane.
right. What's really scary is sometime something may actually be legitimate, and you'll
Well,
think, well, this is a scam.
You're
I'm
like,
not going to do
it's
that.
a scam. I'm not paying any attention. Well, and then that they wouldn't do it if they weren't successful, which is terrifying as well.
Right. They don't have to be successful with every person.
No.
If they hit 1 in 100, that might make their day.
Right.
So, who knows how many of those postcards get mailed out? Those robocalls can be made really quickly, when they do that. So,
Yes.
all right.
Crazy.
Guess whose birthday it is this week, Jennifer? I bet you don't know this one, but I'll give you a crack at it.
Okay.
I
thought you were going to give me a hint.
It's a company, not a person.
A company?
Think pig.
Think pig.
Piggly Wiggly?
You got it.
Oh,
All right.
Good one, James.
Ohio Valley
They're probably close to
Supermarkets
100
and the
years
Piggly Wiggly stores are having their 41st anniversary this week.
41st.
They are so proud because they are
Wow.
a locally owned company. Locally meaning regional because they're out of Gallipolis.
Yes.
But it's a family operated thing. The Eastmans.
Yeah.
Brent Eastman started the company,
That's
and his
cool.
sons now run it.
Mhm.
But actually, Brent is the son. Bob
Mhm.
Eastman was the original founder. I correct myself on that. But Brent and Kevin run it now. And, of course, they have the Piggly Wiggly stores. There's one in Wellston, one in Oak Hill. They have also Save-A-Lot stores, and we have one of those in Jackson. They also have stores in Gallipolis, Point Pleasant as well, and also a hardware store in Bidwell. But they started in 1980, so they are 41 years old.
Wow.
And,
Congratulations.
right, and they feel that they, have kept up with the times, not just, the big chain stores like Kroger or whatever. The Eastmans with Piggly Wiggly, they have curbside pickup, online ordering at several of their stores, and they also have a mobile app available now. So, they're keeping up with the times. And so we would like to say happy birthday to the Eastmans, to Ohio Valley Supermarkets, and the Piggly Wiggly label.
That's right. Very, very good. And it's good to hear local people doing good things.
All right. The Benton County Health Department wants to announce that it's having a spring cleanup day on March the 27th. That is a Saturday right at the end of the month. It'll be 9 a.m. to noon. at the Vinton County Fairgrounds. And this is a chance where you can take things and get rid of them that you normally couldn't just set out to the garbage. We're talking about appliances, scrap metal, newspapers, corrugated cardboard, food and beverage cans, glass bottles, jars, small household items. All the appliances must be free on. What you can't do is bring building material or paint or pressurized tanks unless they are cut in half. And this is being made possible thanks to a grant. So we will tell you more about that later on, but it is March the 27th if you want to plan for it in Vinton County.
Very
The
good.
Wellston City Board of Education is going to meet on Friday evening at 5 p.m. This meeting is expected to be totally an executive session involving personnel and employment, and that's all we know about that. They are to have a normal or a regular monthly board meeting the following Monday. Don't forget, Jennifer, tonight is the opening night reception for the latest exhibit at the Marquet Cultural Arts Center. It features the artwork of Megan Peters and Paul Brown. That exhibit will run through March the 27th. That, of course, is a Saturday. And tonight, if you go there at 7 o'clock, they'll do the social distancing and all like that. It will be safe. Wear a mask, but you will have a chance not only to see the art, but you can also hopefully talk with the artists themselves, Paul Brown and Megan Peters. And I have a red shirt on tonight because the Jackson Ironmen are playing in the district semifinal game.
Yes, they
And
are.
strangely enough, it's in Jackson. They are allowing some of the tournament games to be played at the participating schools, so you're not at a neutral site. Unfortunately, not everybody can go, but once again, it is home. Jackson will be playing Gallia Academy in the first round of the district. The winner goes to the district championship game next week. Jackson, of course, defeated Vinton County in a close game last Thursday to be able to advance to the district tournament. Gallia Academy upset Hillsborough at Hillsborough, who was highly favored on the same night. So two old rivals get together tonight. 6:45 p.m. broadcast time on WKOV 96.7. Dan Dobbins, Dan Morrow, and Pete Wilson will be there. Of course, you can get it through our Total Media app as well.
Mm-hmm.
Don't have to have the radio or plugged into a wall or anything. It's so easy to tune in to this live programming now, or a lot of the live programming we have on the radio. And of course, tomorrow night, we'll remind everybody, but the Vinton County girls are shooting for the state tournament. They will be playing tomorrow night at Zanesville against Thornville Sheridan. The winner goes to the state tournament next week in Dayton.
That is so cool. Thank you, Pete, for all the news updates. And let's go, local kids, right?
Let's do it. Okay.
All right. And Pete's Morning News Update brought to you by Nia Henry, agent for Appalachia Realty. If you're looking to buy or sell, give Nia a call, 740-418-4135, and she'll help you with all your real estate needs. All right. Let's head on over to your Total Media Radio weather forecast, where you can, don't forget, as Pete just mentioned, you can download the Total Media Radio app right to your phone and get live local radio right there, anywhere you are in the world, anytime. And that is so convenient, especially listening to these ball games where attendance cannot be that much. And a lot of the folks that would normally attend these games are going to have to listen somehow. All right, looks like the weather forecast for today, pretty good. Mostly sunny, highs around 48 degrees. For tonight, mostly clear, lows of 23. You get those clear skies in the forecast and the temperatures go down. For tonight, or for tomorrow, sunny skies, highs around 44. Tomorrow, however, though, they are saying that wind chill will be down to around 24. So a little blustery tomorrow, at least some sunshine in the forecast. On Friday night, mostly clear, lows around 23, and then kind of the same over the weekend, highs of 43 on Saturday, and on Sunday looks like around 45 degrees. And there is no real wind or precipitation in the forecast, which is a good thing. We could do without some of that for a while, I think. All right, well, it is one of our favorite days here on the program because our good friend Jeff Davis from Callahan Hardware is here. And how are you, Jeff?
I am very well. How are you?
Well, very, very well as well.
Good.
And we're glad to have you here. And Jeff always comes prepared with lots and lots of items. And we're.
And how many did you see me carrying today, Jennifer?
I saw you carry 0, which makes me worry a little bit.
Something a little different today.
Oh, we're doing different things
A little
today.
different today.
I'm scared.
You remember what happened last time I was here? What did we have? Remember I had a broom.
We had a green broom that didn't show up.
And no one forewarned me that green was
Green's bad.
Not good.
Yes.
So.
Although it was quite fun because it was
fun.
like a floating broom, right?
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So that got me thinking here the other day, what can we put on sale? What can we put on special for the old Callahan customers?
Okay.
And we're going to have a green event.
I
which
like
means,
it.
Look, save some green at Callahan Hardware.
Nice.
All my products today are green in
Uh-huh.
color. So I could not bring anything up here today. James has all the pictures. Hopefully we can put those up. But Green
That's
Day.
fantastic.
And also, as I was working on that, in March. What's March?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. Green.
Yes.
So why not do a save some green at Callahan Hardware sale? So that's what we're going to do. So I have
love
no props today. We're going to do this all help with James and hopefully we'll get it right. But
See if
we're
he
going to
can
start.
push the right
We're going to
buttons.
start with the product that crashed the whole system last time, and that was the Lidman broom.
But it was so fun.
It was fun to hold up that invisible broom. I had more people come in the store and say that was so funny to see you hold up a broom and not realize it wasn't there until someone said it's not there. But I've still got some of those left. They're still on special. They're a 16-inch regular, like a kitchen household broom. Angle
They're
head.
awesome.
They got the angle head that goes under furniture, under your cabinets and so forth. Steel handle on that, little hanger tip. It's a nice broom. It's normally $12.50 and it's on sale for $8.50.
$8.50.
So that's a green broom. That's going to save you some green.
Now, do those come with a dust pan or do
that
those come
particular
separately?
one does not.
Okay. But you have the dust pans.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay.
We do. Yep. That particular one that's on special does not.
Okay.
It is a good broom. I had it here last time and you couldn't see it, but it is a good broom. Come in and check it out.
We swear it exists.
It does exist. So that's what I say. That got me thinking about, let's do something special. And as I picked out items, I thought, well, that's green. I can't take that up there. Then it dawned on me, let's have a green sale.
I like it.
And I don't have to carry a bunch of stuff.
There you go. The power of technology.
That's right.
Jen, tell Jeff what happened to the lady from the dog pound last week.
Oh, so poor Jen came up, Jennifer Hughes from
Yep.
the dog pound to talk about dog tags and whatever. By the way, I get your dog tags because isn't this the last week? I think.
I don't remember.
I think it is. Anyway, that's a sidebar. But yeah, she wore a fluorescent green shirt up here. So needless to say, she was either a floating head or we had to just get rid of the whole system. But we didn't know because it was fluorescent. We had no idea.
Yeah, right.
So
I know.
evidently fluorescent doesn't work so good either.
I seriously was tempted to wear a green shirt just for fun, just so you could see our head, and that would be nothing else. But I figured James would probably go into fits.
He'd probably have a stroke, so we don't want to do that to him.
All right.
All right.
We've done this before in the past. We give away an item. So we talked about the Lidman broom. That's a neat broom. It's on sale for $8.50. I'm going to give one away. And we're going to do it as simple as, here we go. We'll do that at the end of the show if you remind me.
It's going to be a toga
We're
party.
going to do the riddles again like we've been doing.
Oh, goody. I've been
James,
practicing
I hope
up.
you're monitoring Facebook, James, or somebody can get a hold of you,
Yep.
okay?
Yep, I got it.
Okay,
Answer
so
in
the
Facebook
winner, the
comments.
first person that can correctly, we're going to start easy, or what I'm hoping is easy.
Okay.
First person that can correctly give me the correct answer will win the Lidman broom.
All right. And if you've won before, try not to win again. Let somebody else
If it
win.
goes a while, you can come in.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. A red house is made of red bricks. A blue house is made of blue bricks. A yellow house is made of yellow bricks. What's a greenhouse made of?
I know.
We're back to the green theme. What's a greenhouse made out of? Red bricks, blue bricks, yellow bricks. What's a greenhouse made of?
Anyone?
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 James is monitoring.
You're going to get that lemon broom if you know the answer.
All right. Jerry Chapman says green bricks,
Green bricks is not
but I
correct.
feel like that's not the correct answer.
No.
What is a greenhouse made of?
Steve Lloyd says glass.
Steve Lloyd
Kelly
is
Oliver Mullins also says glass. That came in at pretty much the exact same time.
Well, who popped up first?
pretty much the same time. We'll give them both a broom.
Oh, woohoo! 2 brooms.
Congratulations.
Yes, greenhouses are made of glass.
Greenhouse is made of glass. Very good. So,
Yes.
Yeah, write those 2 down for me, please. We'll give
Very
them both a broom.
good.
Stop in the store and let me know that you're there, and we'll get you fixed up.
I
Neat.
love that.
That
got that
and that
one.
was, and yeah, I knew you could tell. I could tell it just went right with you. I've got a special Jennifer one, if I remember. I'm gonna write it down here right quick because this is a Jennifer only.
You know I've been practicing, so.
You won't get this one. What else we got? We'll got
see.
where am I gonna go? Best look paint rollers, 3-pack best look paint roller covers. There we go. Green label on them. I couldn't bring them up here. They're on special, $6.99. They're regular $9.99, so they're $3 off. So again, save some green at Callahan Hardware.
Heck yeah.
Those are a standard 3/8, which is used for most walls, flat walls, stuff like that. So they are a good roller. They've got a poly core on them. They're not cardboard, so they'll hold up and last.
And you can wash those out then.
You can wash those out because they've got that poly core. They're good for all paints and all finishes, so nothing there. But we've got a ton of those on sale for $6.99.
That's a great deal.
That is a great deal.
So Jeff, for a minute, explain, if people don't know, you see that where it says semi smooth
Yes.
there. Explain to folks, because I'll be honest with you, when we built our house, I got myself into all kind of trouble thinking I was going to paint it all myself, and just started grabbing whatever rollers I could get my hands on, and realized real quickly that I screwed up my drywall because I got the real nappy ones
Yeah.
for a
You've
couple
gotta
of the
use a
rooms,
roller that's,
and it puts a texture on
it'll
there.
put a texture on it, correct. The nappy rollers,
Bad
generally a
Jen.
3/4 inch, are good for ceilings or something that's got a texture, a brick wall, a masonry wall.
So something you need to get in the
something
nooks and
that's got to be
crannies.
worked in, that's rough, that you've got to work the paint
Yeah.
into.
You need that thick nap for
Smooth
that.
drywall, you would want to use a 3/8, which is by far the most common, and that's what the special one is.
That's right.
It will leave a flat, smooth finish.
Any normal drywalled wall, those are the paint rollers you want to use. Don't make my mistake, because
Yeah.
now I have a
If you're
bathroom
painting a
that's
ceiling
textured.
that's not textured, just a flat drywall ceiling,
Right.
you would use one of those.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's the difference in those.
Yeah. So you learn something new every day, and again, I didn't know. So.
Let's take a minute to talk before we go on to some more riddles.
Okay.
One of our big things we've got coming up this Saturday, and people who have been to this before in the past will recognize what I'm talking about. We didn't do it last summer because we do it every July generally, and we have for the past few years. Last year with the COVID and the craziness of the store and so forth, we just kind of put it off. But
Yes.
we're back to it. I'm going to do it in March this time, trying to get rid of some stuff. But we've got a ton. It's our warehouse sale that we do.
Oh, it's so fun.
It is fun. People have asked me for it. So we're going to bring it back. We've got a bunch of stuff in the warehouse. We've been trying to clean our warehouse, get rid of some obsolete items, some stuff that's just been cluttering up back there and piling up. Our warehouse is like like your garage at home. You just pile stuff in it and pile and think, oh, we'll need it one of these days. We'll just put it in there. And before you realize it, you look around and you say, what is all this?
Uh-huh.
We're going to get rid of all that. So come in Saturday between 9 and 2 and
Bring your bargaining hat.
bring
This
your
is it's
bargaining
like
hat.
the
If
flea
you've been
market.
Before, you know how it is. It's like a big flea market. We'll wheel and deal on the price. Everything's priced to get out. So I'm the one that's there doing it. So it's just a matter of us coming to some sort of agreement on price and getting it out of there. So It's a fun time. People come back every year. There is an opportunity, especially if you're into building trades. If you're looking for paint, we've got a bunch of mist-tinted paint, discontinued paint, that kind of thing. So if you're needing paint for a painting project and you're not really particular about what color it would be, we can fix you up with that. So
very good.
keep that in mind this Saturday.
And what time?
9 to 2.
9 to 2.
9 to 2 Saturday. So there's the flyer on it. So
I feel
Just
like some of these
come on
items describe us, Jen. Damaged, dent, one of a kind.
it describes what? I didn't hear you.
It just
Us.
describes us.
Just
Yeah.
us in general.
Yes.
Damaged.
We've got a ton of those
Dented.
odd items.
Dimpled, more like it.
Dimpled.
Oh,
Next
no,
product we're going to talk about. Jennifer, years
Okay.
ago when I first started coming up here,
Mm-hmm.
I would bring up on a fairly regular basis a product called Deep Green Cleaner. It's in a little container. We've got a picture of it.
Yes.
I could not bring it up here because it's green. It's a paste. You can mix that up in water, spray it on with the spray bottle on carpet or fabric or leather or car upholsteries. It does a super job. You can use it as a straight paste. Just take it out, rub it on your stain, and it will handle stain. It will take away paint, tar, so forth. We've done very well with that, and it's a good product. We've sold a bunch of it. I'm going to put that on sale because of the green sale. Save some green at Callahan Hardware. I'm going to do them half price. So $14.99 is the regular price. We're going to do them at $7.49.
What?
That's half price. I've got, I don't know, maybe 8 or 10 of them in the store now. So come in if you're interested in that. It's half price. We'll fix you up with that.
Aren't those is that an all natural product?
Yes.
That's
yes,
what I thought.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
We used to
it's
bring it
not
up here
scary.
pretty regular and
Yeah.
demonstrate it and stuff. So if you've watched in the past, you know what I'm talking about. But
Yeah.
we've got a really good price on it. $7.49. We'll
That's
do
a
that
great
on the
price.
Save Some Green sale. As we move into question number 2, riddle number 2, and then the winner of this is going to win a deep green cleaner.
Okay.
All right, we're ready. Got to pay attention to this one. They get a little bit
Okay.
harder now. Bob describes his daughters by saying, they are all blonde but 2. They are all brunette but 2. They are all redhead but 2. How many daughters does Bob have? Bob describes his daughters this way. They are all blonde but 2.
Man.
They are all brunette but 2. They are all redhead but 2. How many daughters does Bob have?
Ann Ward guesses 2, but that is the
incorrect.
answer.
Why am I having a hard time with this one? Okay, I gotta
You gotta keep.
think outside the box,
You gotta
Jen.
keep.
Megan Malone also guesses 2,
All
which
right.
is also
Keep.
and here another third guess for 2, which is again
All right,
for
keep
the
track
third
of
time is the incorrect answer.
They are all blonde.
All right, now Jerry Chapman guesses 6. Is also
getting
the
there.
incorrect answer. Kelly says that she knows, but she won't answer because she already won the broom.
Oh.
Marilyn Boggs guesses 6, which again is incorrect.
All right. They are all blonde but 2. They are all brunette but 2. They are all redhead but 2.
Steve Lloyd guesses glass again.
Sorry, Steve.
No,
that's
Steve.
close. That's real close. But
They're all
they're all blonde but 2.
Ann Ward is now guessing that they are all blonde,
So,
which was not what we were asking and incorrect.
keep track with me. They are all blonde but 2. So how many girls is that at least at a minimum?
two.
They are all blonde but 2 of them.
Oh, at least 3.
There's at least 3.
Right.
They are all brunette but 2. So how many in that group could the minimum?
So that would have to be
They are all brunette.
5?
They're all brunette. Forget about the blondes. They're
Oh,
all brunette but 2. So how many would that be in that group?
3.
They're all redhead but 2. How many in that group?
3.
So how many daughters does he have? Not Jennifer. Don't. We're good. We're still trying. She's about to tell us.
Well, I was kind of going there, and then I was like, I'm not sure if that's right or not.
When you know the answer and I do it again, you'll be like,
All right,
yeah.
Jerry Chapman's got it. 3.
Jerry, good job, Jerry.
I think I'm saying that name right. It's spelled Jeri. I think it's
Okay.
Jerry.
Yes.
Okay. They are all blonde, but 2. So that means 1 is blonde.
Oh, yeah,
They
I
are
get
all
it.
brunette, but 2. That means that 1's brunette.
I
And
drank
so
the
forth.
wrong tea this morning.
I told you they get harder. That's an awful lot of hard work for a deep green cleaner, Jerry. But we got there.
Yay, Jerry!
Good job. The next one's the really hard one.
Oh, no. That one was hard enough.
Oh, let's see where I'm at.
I feel as if I've run a marathon.
I do too. I feel like I've been beat here. I'm like completely unfocused all of a sudden. As we continue with our Save Some
Okay.
Green at Callahan Hardware, we've got a pump sprayer. As we get in, these are all spring items. If you've noticed, a lot of them.
Yes.
The broom is clean up, the stain remover as we clean up, and we're going to go to a tank sprayer there. Yeah, James got it up there. Again, it's green in color. The box is green, so I couldn't bring it up here. 2 gallon. Okay, so what's nice about a 2-gallon pump sprayer? It's not as heavy
It's
as
not
a
heavy.
3-gallon, but it doesn't run out as fast.
Than a 1 gallon.
Right. But so it's kind of a medium size. It's
No.
not something that's really heavy, but it's not something
Yeah.
that every 2 minutes you've got to refill.
I was going to agree with
it's
you
kind
on
of
that.
kind of a convenient size.
Because, like, a 2-gallon, I can actually, myself, carry around the house, we have a pretty big landscape. And that can get, like, basically my whole landscape, but my back isn't broken by the time I get around the house.
Put that picture back up, will you please?
So
James?
that is a good, that is probably the primo size, I think.
You said your back. See, if you'll notice, that particular sprayer has an extended handle on it.
Yes.
It's called a back saver handle,
Yes.
so that you're not bent over as you're carrying it. As you're pumping it, it's more towards your waist height,
Yes,
so it's not
that
as
is
hard
a
to
good
carry.
deal.
So that's one of the special things about that, being the extra large handle to carry it by, the long extended handle pump. So that's a good deal. At $17.99, it's on sale. $17.99. That's $5 off. They're normally $22.99. We've got a ton of those at the store. So come in as you're getting the spring and you're thinking save some green. Come in and check those out.
Can I say one other thing about those?
Sure.
So you can go to, and I'm not knocking anybody, but you can go to one of the discount stores or whatever and get a 2-gallon pump sprayer and pay a lot less, but it's going to leak. It's not going to work. You're going to pump it and stuff's going to spray everywhere. I've been there and done that.
We guarantee those. Those
It
actually
is-
have a warranty on them.
Don't
They'll
go
make it
cheap.
Good. So, if you got an issue with some sort of something going on, bring it back. We'll swap you out for another one. We have
That's
no
right.
problem doing that.
Definitely
Glad to do
spend
it.
those extra few dollars to get a quality product, and then you can rinse it out from year to year and use it year after year instead of buying the cheap one and then having to throw it away every summer. That's just my bit of
Good.
advice
I agree.
for that.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
The next green item we have, 50-foot garden hose. Another spring item. Green in color, so I couldn't bring it up here.
That's the heavy duty one too.
That's the heavy duty one with the what kind of ends on it? You can see it. The brass ends on it, which are the better ends over plastic, of course. Got the spring. Yeah, you can see it in the picture there.
Yeah.
Got the spring on the end to prevent kinks there at the faucet, so you won't kink up
Yes.
as you're pulling it around. So that's a 50-foot heavy duty garden hose. Again, those are on sale. They're generally $24.99. They're on sale for $24.99. They're generally $30.
Wow.
So we got them for $5 off. Got a pile of those as well as we think about coming in springtime. Garden sprayers, garden hoses, that kind of thing.
Listen, and do not go
Saving
cheap on a
green.
hose. Don't go cheap on a hose. They kink up. They burst. I mean, it's just heavy duty hoses are the way to go, and those are quality.
Those
We
are
have
good-
some up at the
they're as good-
restaurant.
And again, those have a warranty on them as well, so they'll take care of any problems you may have with that. But
Hmm.
who wants to win a garden hose? James, are we going to give away a garden hose now? Our last riddle.
What?
This is the hard one, and we're going to give away one of the garden hoses.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You've got to pay attention and listen to me and use your thinking caps.
Oh my goodness. The
Hey.
last one was hard enough.
Hey Jen, why don't you
Yes.
give the phone number in case there's anybody
Okay.
watching on TV that wants to call and give an answer?
I didn't know we could do
It
that.
might
That's
be
super.
Oh,
If
do
you
you have a
don't-
phone in here?
Well, just the office number. Do you not remember the number? 'Cause I don't.
No, I know it,
Oh.
but are you going to answer it?
Yeah, I'll run.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
run and answer it if somebody calls.
Yes, our number
It might
is.
be hard for them to beat Facebook, but we can
Yeah,
try.
that's true. But if you do want to call 740-288-1259.
Can we
And-
just make this one a call in? No, let's not do that. Here
Yeah,
we go.
740-288-1259. If anybody wants to call in, you can call in with the answer as well.
All right.
All right.
Think and pay attention. And this is a short question. You just got to use your head.
Okay.
What does an island and the letter T have in common? That's it. What does an island and the letter T have in common?
Ooh, that is a toughie. Anyone?
Anyone?
An island?
Okay, think about an island
Okay.
and where it would be located.
Okay.
And what does it have in common with the letter T?
You got me, dude.
I don't hear the phone ringing.
Jeff's gonna need to look up riddles for dum dums because none of us can get these hard ones.
So I meant to do this before the next time Jeff was here, and I kind of forgot about it until
Okay.
there wasn't time to do it yet. But I was going to make up some riddles for him. And
Yeah.
I'm
not-
waiting for that to come
and
one
Yeah.
of these days.
Not only that, I was planning to get them all from the 1960s Adam West Batman TV show Riddler.
I am waiting on that one these days
That-
when you guys just
Yeah, we're
hammer
gonna
me and
sock
just,
it to you.
laugh and laugh as I sit here and struggle.
So Kelly Mullins, who won the broom and also claims that she knows the answer to the second one, says she knows, but she won't say.
Well, tell her.
Gene Dixon
Okay.
just said they are both surrounded by water, which is
Let's go with that
yeah.
because I don't hear the phone ringing. The answer to it is they're both in the middle of water. If you spell water, WATER, in the middle of water, and of course an island's in the middle of water. You've
Get
got to
it.
really think of that. You've got to come at that from two different angles. You've got to think
Yeah.
about an island, and then you've got to think of the spelling
Of water.
of the answer, water.
That was a toughie.
That is a toughie. We'll give that one to the
All right. Well, we've had
garden
some
hose winner.
good guessers today.
Good guessers. We've done good with that.
Congratulations to Carrie. Steve lives out of town, so he will not be in for his broom. But good job guessing anyway.
Yep.
Jerry and Jean.
Good deal. All right, good deal.
Yay.
Thank you all.
Very, very good.
Spring. We've talked about spring all this time. What do we have? What does spring bring with it?
Well, I
Garden
mean,
seeds.
right now, like 7 inches of ice.
Oh,
but...
don't say that. We got to think warm. We got to think spring.
No, we do. We have to think spring products and fun things that we can look forward to in the spring. And when you think of spring, you think of things growing and coming
Garden
alive.
seeds. And we've got some of the packets of
Yes.
seeds in already. The bulk seeds, the corn and the beans and so forth will be here next week.
Woohoo!
People are excited about onion sets, seed potatoes. Those will be here middle of next week. So they're on the way. Keep that in mind as we think about spring and getting things ready to go.
Yeah, you can go ahead and start your little starters indoors right now,
Sure,
right? Can't
yeah,
you?
we've got them. James got up there. The little seed
Yeah.
packets, we've got those on hand. It would depend on what little plants you want to start inside, but we've got the potting soil, the little starter trays, the whole deal to get you going there. So
Nice.
that's something you want to come in and check out as those who like to garden and do things. Hopefully we'll get an early jump on spring this year.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
after last week and the week before, we deserve it.
We deserve a break.
That's right.
But mulch is in. Some of the black mulch is in. The other mulch is coming in next week. I just talked to them before I come up here. So
Very good.
mulch is on its way. Black's already there. So come in and stop and check that out as we get our flower beds and so forth ready to go. So hopefully that's what we'll do.
Good deal. You know, it's like this year, I don't think people have ever looked more forward to being able to go outside and put mulch down.
We have had a winter that we haven't had for a while. So
Yeah.
so hopefully it's over and we'll get on with spring now.
Yeah, let's pray.
Put away our heaters and shovels and all that.
Hey, speaking of though, you do still have, if by any chance we should get, some of that stuff, you still have the winter supplies, right?
No.
No? You out? Out of winter. Well, that doesn't surprise me.
The last ice snowstorm deal there wiped us out, and now the suppliers are out because it was not just Jackson County, Ohio.
Well,
of course, it was everywhere.
It was the whole country. Yeah.
The suppliers are out. The salt,
Okay.
the ice melt, the shovels, all that stuff is goodbye.
Okay. Well, let's just.
So we just need warm. Well, that's a good thing because we're going to have good warm weather for the next 6 months.
You've got it.
Back when we had the ice a couple weeks ago, my dad went into Callahan's, and I'm not sure who helped him, but he said, "All right, I'm going to ask, and you have to promise not to laugh at me. But do you guys have any road salt still in stock?"
If I had $1 for every time someone come in and says, "This is kind of a stupid question, but do you have any salt?" I would have retired, and I would not be here today. It was a bad deal. It's just one of them deals where everybody got hit and didn't realize it was.
Well, I must have lucked out because I texted you and you had some.
You just happened to hit it on the time when it come in that morning.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, dude, somehow our salt all disappeared.
we did get a few shipments in during all that bad weather, but I mean it didn't last but just a little bit. It's
Okay.
gone. I mean it just that quick. So.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Well, I did get lucky then.
Benjamin Moore paints. We still got Benjamin Moore's paints as we deal with that. You think about spring, you're thinking about tuning up the house maybe and cleaning things up and brightening things up now that spring's here. Come in and check us out on that. We've got anything you want to do there. One of the big things is our door paint as we think about spring and you want to think about maybe updating the outside of your home. Look at your door paint. We've got that can be mixed into any color you want to do. I've got a little brochure here that's really, we've got it at the store. We can give it to you. Come in.
That one with
got
the
a lot
red
of
door
greens
is
in
my
it. It's
favorite.
throwing James off, but
That's right.
come in and
Look
check
at
it out.
it.
Come in and check out that brochure. Their door paint is very good. It's made to resist fading because the door would get a lot of sun, so it's made to resist fading.
You know, don't be afraid to go vibrant with your doors. That's very in right now.
It's very in right now. I did my door with a vibrant color, and if we get tired of it, we just want to
You just paint it again. Who cares?
So whatever.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's about all I have, other than James has got me fixed up.
Toga. There he is.
Isn't that cool?
Just the floating head.
I should have did the whole show that way. That just freaks me out. Save green. Where are we gonna save green at?
Callahan Hardware.
There we go.
Hello.
That's the big thing. Come in and check us out. Save some green at Callahan Hardware with the different specials we've got going on. All green products that I didn't have to carry up here today.
That's right. Well, you're making me feel bad about myself, Jeff. I feel as if I failed on the riddle department today. I failed miserably.
Okay. I'm going to give one just for Jennifer.
Oh.
And
I'm
I haven't
terrified.
practiced this one, so I'm going to probably end up messing it up. But it's just for Jennifer. And Jennifer, you can answer as soon as you know the answer. Just give me the answer. Spell cork.
C-O-R-K?
I didn't hear you. Go ahead.
C-O-R-K?
Spell dork.
D-O-R-K?
What do you eat cereal with?
A fork?
Right. Thank you for tuning in. Eat cereal with
Was
a
I-
spoon.
Oh! you right now. Well, that also depends on whether I've run the dishwasher or not.
There are conditions. Good
Oh
job,
man,
Jennifer.
I fell right for that. God.
If it's any consolation, I fell for it yesterday when it was told to me. So it happens to all of us. I just thought it was funny. I thought I'm going to do that to Jennifer, and I even had to write it down so I wouldn't forget.
That's a good one. I'll give you that.
All right.
Good
deal.
grief. All right. Well, Jeff.
Thanks for being good sport, Jennifer.
Hey, well, thank you. It's always fun to have you here, and we love hearing about all the Save Green things at Callahan Hardware. Get out there today and take advantage of those great prices.
And don't forget about the warehouse sale on Saturday. That's a big event. Those of you that come in the past, odd lot stuff, just stuff that you may have need around the house, fix up or whatever. Come in and check us out.
And if you like to wheel and deal,
if you like to
it's
wheel
your
and deal
day.
and talk and haggle, come on in because we're going to do it. 9 to 2 on Saturday.
That's exactly right. All right, Jeff, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Come back anytime.
Thank you.
All right, before we get out of here for the day, we wanted to thank our friends at also at Callahan Hardware, but also Mark Carmen, the gang at Carmen's Used Cars, for sponsoring the program. If you're looking for anything in particular, of course, Mark will be very happy to find it for you, as well as show you anything they have on the lot as well. They always have around 70 vehicles on the lot at any given time. So stop out and see them.
That's a bunch.
That's a
You're
ton.
going to find something.
That's right. Also, did want to thank our friends at the filling station, the store Broadway and Penn and Wellston, Quick Stop here in Jackson, home of the crispy, crunchy chicken.
Best chicken strips in town.
Yes, it is. Hey. Psst.
Oh, excuse me. Next to best.
No, it's all right. They're really
it's all
good.
right.
I'm just gonna say we sell chicken tenders, and theirs are fantastic.
They are very good, and they're a bunch of them.
Yes, there's
like
a lot of
food. We
food
can make a meal
there.
out of one order of chicken dinners. And
yes, for sure.
Good
So,
job, Jennifer.
Yeah, go there, check it out. Crispy, crunchy chicken. You won't be sorry. And you can get gasoline and all your convenience store items while you're there. Who thought about it? It's a chicken store with gas attached, not the other way around,
Yeah,
right?
right.
All right. James, is there anything you had over there for us today?
Just remind everybody that they can listen to the basketball games on the radio tonight. And the opening reception at the Marquee is tonight, too, I believe.
That's exactly right. And if you want to listen to any of those games, you can also download that Total Media Radio app and listen on your phone. Pretty cool stuff.
Good deal.
Yep. All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll be right back here tomorrow. And
Friday.
I think our special guest will be Miss Amanda, maybe. So look forward to that. Have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.